everyone. I'm Sian Proctor, the Science Communication Outreach Officer on the JOIDES Resolution Expedition 383, and I am here with Micropaleontologist Anieke Brombacher. And Anieke, where are we and what are we looking at?
So here we're sitting at a special microscope called the Scanning Electron Microscope that we have on board of the JOIDES Resolution. And it's a really nice microscope because we can zoom in really closely with this machine. The maximum magnification that it gets is about 15,000 times.
Wow.
Which is really great because we can make out all sorts of really nice details and all the fossils that we're looking at. So these light microscopes that I usually use, they go to about 60, 80 times magnification, which is good enough if we're just trying to identify the species. But if you want to take some really nice pictures and see what the smaller structures of the fossils are like, that's when we use this microscope. So in here, I've got a couple of specimens from the last sample that I've looked at. So we've just started a new site, site 1543, close to the Chilean margin. And this is the first sample that we've got from that site. So it's always really exciting to see what's in it, if it's good, well preserved, if there's enough material in it for everybody. And this particular sample looks really interesting because we've got species from lots of different environments. So we've got these two in the corner here. These are very typical polar, subpolar species. So usually when you find these, you know that the conditions of the sample were really cold. But then, interestingly, we've also got this one, so this really round one, and this one with the sort of spiky bits on top of it. And that's quite interesting because these species are usually only found in subtropical or tropical regions.
Wow. So
it's a bit weird because we weren't expecting to find these species together. This is not something you usually get in one sample together.
Yes. So what does it mean?
We're not quite sure yet. And this is a pattern that the diatoms show as well, and the radiolarians have shown up as well. So it could be that this is just a really condensed sample, that we've got material from both a glacial and an interglacial, that they were really close together. It could be that some material has been transported from another site and it sort of came to this site and was deposited later. Or there's been some mixing of the sediments, but when we were drilling, the procedure went really well, so it doesn't seem likely that cores got mixed up when they were coming up.
But that's part of the science, is trying to unravel clues like this.
Yeah, you need to look at as much evidence as possible because there's all sorts of different explanations that could tell us why we were getting these two species together. But yeah, so you really have to keep an open mind and see what could possibly explain this rather strange assemblage.
Great, thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
Sure.